So what's up, guys? My name is Casey. I am a ramen chef. So I just wanted to touch upon what it takes to run the pop-up and also to like what it means in terms of startup costs and all that. So we're going to go through all that in a nice manner. But again, full disclosure, the amount I made this year is just about $80,000. Okay, there's a couple of things to go about, but let's get into the brunt of things. I just want to show you the totals right away. This is from my Square portal, and this is how much I made on selling the ramen bowls on the one platform. I made just about $28,000, $555.09. Not too bad, right? I started this in March all the way till now. Obviously, there's a progression of busyness and the amount of bowls I sell per week and per month, but this is pretty much how much I sold. And then this is my Shopify sales. So I also sell my oil for shipping purposes everywhere in the US and some parts of Canada for a second stream of income on my end. That way it can, can branch off a little bit. Also on this total, you see Shopify payments. This is through the portal itself, 5,611, and then through PayPal, because it's connected, 3,275.44. And then right before all of this, I was also working for somebody, and then I was let go for like a good brunt of the year. And I'm pulling up my pay stub here, $43,210.08. So all of those, all in total together, nets me $80,652.14. That's how much I made this year. I made 42 grand on the other side, working for somebody else. And then I made just about 37 grand on my end, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like if they can do it, I can do it too, which is completely awesome. And then I fully went live by myself after October, after I was let go. A couple of things to note: if you are trying to do a pop-up, you need to understand your concept, you need to understand your menu, and you need to understand your kind of area specific. And you're not going to learn any of this until you go live, which is really annoying. But some few steps out of the way, that way I can give you the best effort. So my startup costs, I'm in New Jersey. So to form an LLC is $140, give or take. That's with taxes. The New Jersey paperwork for like restaurants, because after you form an LLC, they send you some more paperwork that you have to fill. Those, like if you look on the walls, there's like the choking hazard, the allergen, like all those little pictures and banners and stuff. We don't print that out. The state gives that to us, and we have to pay that. That's roughly $120. I didn't notice off the bat, but if you don't own a business, meaning like a location, a DBA, designated business address, you are going to need a business address so people can sign for your like important paperwork. And after talking to a couple of buddies of mine, they're like, yeah, get a UPS store box. So the UPS store, they allow you, business mail can go there because they can sign for it, and it's fine. It's not like a PO box. It's completely different. Okay. The UPS store box cost me $360 for the entire year. They get my mail there. I send most of my business stuff there, and I just pick it up. Another thing about the pop-up is I wanted to do everything myself, meaning I'm the only owner operator. So how can I go about that? This took me quite a bit to kind of speculate, but the easiest, I think everybody knows this, Square.com, their little platform is quite intuitive and quite powerful for what it does. And so for their website hosting, I paid $130, have my website name there, and then I build the menu in there. That way they can click it, because my thought process is everything needs to be online so I can do it myself. And this will be in fruition in a second. And I also went to google.com to get my business name, Tenmomi, which is like, I don't know, $15 to $20 a year for the domain name. And then I linked that to Square. That way it's tenmomi.com is what you see. And then the Square KDS app is $20. So this is what I mean by doing everything myself on my little iPad, right? Which is another business expense, $700 for the iPad, just for the KDS. So picture this, you're ordering ramen for me. Everything is funneled through online. You're on tenmomi.com. That is powered by Square. You're going to order the food, and then it goes through, and I see it on my iPad as a KDS, a kitchen display system. That way I can operate everything by myself at the shop with no POS, like a point of sale system where you have to like plug it in and shit. And it just makes it easier. That's $20 a month or $240 for a year. I think they give you like a rebate if you do the yearly subscription, which is quite efficient. It's like, I think like 14 or 16%. Highly suggest doing that. And then the final thing for my startup was Dext, DEXT. Now, obviously, I'll try to link most of this stuff in the description below. But that one is an accounting, I don't want to say software, but it's an app. So on your phone, right, if you pull up Dext and also on the website, and I'll briefly show you what it does. So you're on your phone, you're going to pull up you're going to fire up the app Dext. And then you'll see some numbers here, which is, you know, I don't mind you guys saying it. And then you're going to click this plus button. What's up? And then you go ahead and scan your little, your receipt. Anyway, you're going to take a picture of your receipt, and then their accounting software side, I think does this automatically. They go ahead and fill out everything else. So I don't plug in everything else, but they go ahead and plug everything else, where it came from, Stop and Shop, how much I spent, what form of payment I did. And then on their portal, I go ahead and click it for ready. That way, at the end of the year, when you do your taxes, it's so easy to give to your account. That's another one that we'll go through. That way, everything gets funneled quite simply. All in total, if you add my startup costs after 3 months of headache, because, you know, obviously you're going through all the motions, what you're going to do, how much you're going to spend, blah, blah, blah. $1,945 is my startup cost. That's before tax. Now the problem then becomes, since I am a pop-up, I'm only offering to-go or delivery. So a lot more thought goes into the type of to-go items you're going to use or source, how you're going to go about that, and then purveyors also. And then if you don't have like an actual space, which then will become difficult because I'm operating out of a kitchen and it's easier for me because I can store the stuff at the kitchen, you have to think about that logistic too. Okay. So that's how much I made for the entire year. I just want to make sure you're aware of what you're going to do for the pop-up. It takes a lot more work than most think, but you need to be of it because it pays off so well at the end. Okay. And then when I mentioned about a tax accountant, by having Dext or any kind of software that you can keep track of your receipts and all that, it makes it easier for them. That way, when you write the stuff off to your business at the end of the year, I barely paid anything. So my tax account just got back to me. I paid $350 to the government. Good bookkeeping on your food cost. You need to understand how much you're selling your items. I do have a food cost calculator that you're available to download for $5.99 because everything goes to my business, right? Links are down below. It's super simple. You plug in the items, blah, blah, everything is there. And then learning about the ins and outs of the business, meaning I have to pay quarterly tax. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Every 16th of the month of March, June, September, and December of the year, you pay your quarterly tax. Depends on how much you make. If you make a lot more than, I think, like 10 grand a month or something, then you pay an actual sales tax. I never made that much amount of money, so I only paid the use tax. There's a lot of taxes to this. Okay. And you need to be aware of the headache because this is mostly you. You know, you're gonna do a pop-up. You need to understand what your costs are. But full disclosure, again, I made 80 grand this year. Hopefully next year I can double that. That way we can grow. I can go into a space. I can have a couple employees. That nets me 160 grand, right? And then that's it. But if any questions whatsoever, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out, from another chef to another aspiring chef. Okay. That's how much I made. Cool. Thank you so much.